Hi, it's Mia. It's 3:42, and this is check-in video on part of it is on having too much junk. Um, there's a big box behind you that I can barely lift. That's from the U.S. Census. Um, this job is temporary. I'm a temporary worker, and there's still a what you call operation going on. So if anybody gets a letter, they would say they send a letter. I'm not sure if people get a letter, but a letter or a let me do that right. Knock on your door or even a phone call, the number they could have. They don't really share the numbers or information from when people actually did the census. So I will be doing interviews without a computer this time. Which is weird because they're going to have all this stuff written on paper that we had to FedEx. And so I got a bunch of FedEx bags. I got really overwhelmed, and I felt like my counselor was like, "Oh, you're going to get burned out. Oh, you're not going to be able to do it." I was like, "I have to do this. I have to be busy. I'm a single mom." It's like me and my boyfriend have weird income, part-time, contract. We're always working. Sometimes we're not getting paid what we should be getting paid, and all this non-benefits, no insurance, no. You work the same job as the full-time people, they get several dollars more per hour for the same work. So I'm not happy about that, but I got something that I just got like a raise, so I shouldn't complain. And it's more than some raises. I usually don't ever get a raise unless it's got to do with not unemployment, but minimum wage going up. And they just sent us an email this morning that said they got this budget thing under control, or they have like this long-term keeping their budget a certain way, which would increase their pay. But I get emails from these people, and then I'll read the fine print, and it'll say, "Oh, for the regular employees, not the part-time ones, like the full-time ones." I've applied for full-time, didn't get the jobs, so it's making it that I'm trying to balance more. Because say I got the full-time job, say I knew I was working Monday through Friday, every other Saturday and every other Sunday, or Tuesday through Saturday and Tuesday through Sunday, or whatever rotating schedule they said they had. That was 9 hours a day, the one I applied, and it's an hour driving. And it's more if you had to travel during rush hour. So I would be like literally 10 hours a day for 5 or 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. So I applied for that job. I still qualify for unemployment because the job I have pays so little, and then my business pays so little, if at all. And then I keep trying to pick up and apply for other jobs without success. Around Christmas, right on my birthday in October, I had done housekeeping for a bed and breakfast. My medical business, nobody. I had one patient since March of 2020, so I've only had one patient in the state. Since now I have two, but the second one hasn't called me back. I said there's a 15-minute follow-up that was included in the price. I'm not sure how the paperwork worked out, but let's just keep it simple. I had done the housekeeping only lasted a couple weeks because they said she was new, and then she said, "Oh, COVID is making that people weren't traveling." I said, "It'll probably pick up." So it's like the end of summer. It'll probably pick up in November and December, and people want to get out of town and take their families to a bed and breakfast. I mean, this wedding season probably had a lot to do with some of that summer stuff, but there wasn't that many weddings in the summer, but towards the end, I think stuff started being like really small venue attendance. And then there was the county job part-time. Training usually ends up, you get a bunch of hours. So if you have unemployment and you got a job that's only 12 hours a week, the first week you could get, and this happened to me when the jobs shifted from one job to the next. I got kicked off of the unemployment, and then they tried to say I was in trouble because they didn't want to give it to me since 2019. They already gave me 2020, and then they changed some other stuff, and so I paid taxes on all this stuff. My rent went up, my subsidized rent went up. So I actually had to move out of that, and my kids were gonna cover the rent anyway. And I need to straighten that up too with my debts, because I have the account to do it online and the checkbook. So I'm taking that pool and being the one to distribute the actual payment. So I got to do something about that, really, so that I know that I have my business rent and my insurance, all these types of insurances, and this toiletries and food. And so I don't mind. You see me wearing this every day because it's like I wear it every day. There's a tie-dye one. I don't know where the other tie-dye one is. The rainbowy one. I don't know where it is right now. I like it though. I mean, it's like rayon. I usually don't wear rayon. Rayon's kind of like Bambi though, I guess. So I was actually thinking of getting another one. I keep telling myself to make one. Okay, this is not what the video is supposed to be about. But I'm one of those people that didn't want to trust in the government helping us after we pay so much in. I've paid so much in on these programs and stuff for people when I was homeless, and they would snatch the rug right under you and try to say you're not cooperating. Like, I'm working, I'm going to school full time. You guys, welfare people said I had to volunteer 7 days a week. Like, there's literally, I would have to lie and bring someone in to mimic me and to do all the extra stuff you want me to do. Like, I was literally just dragging my kids along and having to drag my kids along because of the government, and till they fell asleep. It's like they're making me neglectful, and I'm on wait lists for childcare and stuff, so it's not like I can even have a babysitter come over. I don't even know if they allow you to have them come over. I think you have to take them to a facility, so still they have you out all night doing all this volunteering, doing these meetings. You're in school, you're working around their school schedule. There's not much else you could do with your day. I mean, your day is already only 24 hours. You're already booked solid. And even if you had to get daycare and take them to daycare, which I did that too. And I had some that they only paid for 25 hours a week, which is better than nothing. Or was it 20? 25 hours, like 5 days. 5 days, 5 hours. This is not what this video is about. But I'm tired of people saying that people are not working, they're refusing working, they're staying at home because they want to get more on unemployment. It's better if you get a job and you work. It's better for anything, for getting a car, for getting an apartment, a house, to show income that's not this so-called temporary income. You'll get a tax return. I don't think you used to get much tax. I'm not sure. You're gonna work and have earned income. You're gonna work and you're gonna get exercise. You're gonna work and you're gonna get out of your house and get a break from everybody. And I applied during and right before COVID. I applied for over 300 jobs. Prior to that, I was working over 3 jobs, and I was still applying for jobs every single week. In 2019, 2018, 2017, all the way back to like 2003, the only time in 1999, I was applying for jobs, but I had like hyperemesis from pregnancy, and I was like trying to make calls to all these places I saw on the paper, and then like running to leaving a message and running to the bathroom to puke. So I was like, they probably like, what is wrong with this person? I'm not wanting to do that. Sometimes I want to feel like, what's it like if you had a partner or husband, or even somebody has a trust fund? What is it like for them to be able to wake up and say, I'm going to take care of my kids today, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go, volunteer at the homeless shelter, and then I'm going to, go, and since I don't work, I'm going to go drive the van and take all the kids to their sporting event, and be able to have a wholesome meal for my kids that's from scratch, and be able to be like more zen instead of like zipping around and making kids anxious. And it sucks. And people will say, well, why did you have kids if you can't afford them? Well, I afforded them because I work all the time. And people are going to say, oh, you work so much that you don't spend time with my kids. I guarantee there's people I know that don't have to work. They're getting supported by their partners or whatever, which reminds me, I looked over here, it reminded me that I have watermelon that might be old here. Sorry, watermelon, I ate half of you, and I left it out all night. Anyways, I guarantee I know a lot of moms. I said, do you ever watch that show with your kid? Do you ever watch certain cartoons? I swear they, like, cuss. They, like, sneaking, like, these blurry cuss words. Like, do you ever, like, even the old cartoons we were watching from the 1940s on, like, all the nudity and the weird kissing, the men and the men. I don't mind if it's because it's men and men, but it's just like, it's like adult humor, silly, adult silliness. And you're like, this is made by adults for adults, guys. Come on. Did you ever really watch it and be like, the kids like the bright colors and the music and the animals talking to each other and them, chasing out their flies or whatever. And the kids, I said this, like, I imagine being like a skinny woman inside a kitchen with a waist this big, making brownies and cupcakes all day and having them have perfect hair, peeking around. Oh, the kids are watching cartoons together. They'd be like sitting on the floor with their little suspenders on and their cotton iron shirts. Like, And you're like, oh, what's really going on? So I guarantee you with my kids, anytime, morning, noon, and night, and all the driving, we just chatted about everything. So my mom didn't want me talking about anything. My mom wouldn't talk to me about sensitive matters. You want to talk about it with me? Talk about it with me. Come on now. Do it. If you guys need to talk, you don't want to talk, you need to write, let me know. I'm not going to, I would get like single mom, like, I gotta do this, and don't mess with my kids, and I'm tired, and why won't anybody help me? But you're trying to help me, I almost killed my guinea pig, and all this different stuff. And so I'm like, don't be afraid of that, that face that I just made, that type of person where you're just like uptight all the time because people are messing with you. I went to go find a dentist for my son, and people called child welfare on me because I went to find a dentist for my son. And like, I'm thinking in my mind, that's proactive. Why don't you come after us if we don't? People keep saying, oh, you're a naturopath. Oh, you're from Oregon. Well, you've been in Oregon and you're anti-vax. Like, no, I'm not. I've got every vaccine. I was like, I got delayed start before I even heard of it, which I heard of in med school. And I have some of the stuff on my video, so I'm not even going to talk about the social stuff right now because my video is supposed to be about getting rid of clutter and this hoarding and this OCD as I look at 5 rolls of paper towels and another roll, and I'm sure there's another roll. Some of the stuff you can keep using if you can keep it dry. This picture looks weird. Okay, so it needs to be washed in box 525. So it's been in here for a month, and it's already folded, so I'm just going to set it here. It needs to be washed. So there's a Ralph Polo extra, extra large men's shirt. This is a, did I say throw it up? This is a Goodwill Bluebox. They go on sale on Fridays at 6, and they sell out within 3 minutes. You pretty much have to have your finger on what you want to buy. As soon as it says, I think you have to keep refreshing. I've done it once. It's even worse now. I've done it twice, actually. I got comic books the first time. Was that what's in that box? And then I got this. I'm probably going to sell, I was going to keep the comic books as the pre-apocalyptic kit. This shirt, I hope that these are machine washable. I'm going to have to iron them, too. They smell like other people's detergent. And, there's a little stain on this one. I make sure to put a note in this. I need those notepads I got. This is a 1732 to 33. I feel like they're all really big sizes, so it might be. Here's a really cute skirt that when I came out here and I met my boyfriend, I would have been able to fit in a size medium. And I was so tempted to put this on. I'm like, it's going to get stuck around my thighs. This is super cute. All this stuff, I only have a steam iron, so I'm not even sure. There's no temperature control. There's no stuff. Here's a dress, like a corset. It's a size 2. I have my relative that's that size, but I'm wondering, I don't think they wear dresses, but I'm going to ask. Actually, I'm going to ask. Oh, this all smells like perfume. Since I folded it, I'm not going to undo them, really. Sorry. Something weird on there. I'm almost scared of bugs. This is a Puma size 10 sports shirt. Woman's. I think it's woman's. New with tags. This is super cute. And Taylor Loft. I'm gonna ask if my kid wants this. Here's a dry. It's probably extra. 3X. My boyfriend likes some of these clothes, but I'm like mad because I'm like, let's see what it's made of. He's not gonna need an extra, a triple X, like, so I don't even want to tempt right over. It is it's partly cotton. I'm gonna just take a picture. I was hoping, to tell you the truth, going back to jobs. I'm gonna start crying about this. Going back to jobs, I went to a job interview. It was a really good job in town as a director of something really stressful right before COVID. And it was at a care facility, a living care facility. They had on-site, they had activities where buses came and brought the people that were mentally disabled, and they had some off-site locations where the nurses and stuff would go to those group homes or apartments and work with the people. The same thing, they'd bring them to the place for activities, and that happened right before COVID. I wanted that job so bad, and it was raining that day, and I had I think I wore a size extra small sweater, and back then my weight could have been 160s. I'm just appalled. Like, I was in a hurry. I didn't have anything to wear. I wore a coat that made me sweat or something. I don't even know if I took my coat off. It was horrible, guys. I don't have a mirror. I probably look like a sausage. Like, I saw one of my tutors who's probably body weight smaller than mine, but she looked sharp. She had the black and white, she had the shoes, she had just the right kind of jewelry on. From head to toe, she looked sharp. I need to figure out with my body weight how not to look like a deformed sausage. So I was hoping with these clothes that I would get I was hoping with these clothes that I would get some clothes that would fit me so I could wear to job interviews. And because I wasn't getting jobs, so get this, guys, I was already a notary, was already a naturopathic doctor. I was already a doula, and I needed to attend births. So when I didn't have a job, I was trying to attend births when I kept applying for work. And so I added more jobs and actually tried to get an insurance quote for, I'm going to do that right now, actually. I got to try to get an insurance quote for, my online store that I took everything down. It had handmade jewelry, and it's pretty sloppy. I didn't wear the necklace prototypes, and I got some stuff with the earrings that isn't that natural, but I'm supposed to be making earrings, and I don't have the seed beads. And I'm kind of banned myself from the craft store, because if I show you all the projects, even this, like, I lost my bracelet, so I'm really glad this is small. And lightweight. I was supposed to make bracelets, and I gotta do with what I have now. Also, I'll say also a long black dress. Dressy yet corset style. Corset style. Top. So it's two. Okay. So when I met my boyfriend, I would have been able to fit into this. And it would have looked cute on me. So here's this is kind of, I might have already done a video like this. This is the dry fit. Let me fold it one more time. And then here's the match to these other shirts. And like I said, I had to remember there's a little stain on it. I don't know how these are going to look when I wash them and hang dry them and try to iron them. Egyptian cotton. And then here is a Rachel Roy extra small dress. I'm going to take a picture of this one for my child too. This is like this is Macy's. The prices for stuff. No, this is $99 though. Let me ask her if she wants this. That I was talking about trying to work. Short to medium length dress. Size XL. I'm overwhelmed. I had this plan to do my billing for my clinic, and I don't even know if I shot that chart from yesterday. I think I did. So it makes me dread having patients because I struggle with the billing, and my counselor keeps saying, why don't you hire someone for 6% or whatever to do the billing? And some people charge like $300 to set it up or whatever. The thing is, once I have a quick business while you're with the patient. I have this quick billing page that I copied someone who has front desk stuff, where you fill out all your common. So say if you see a lot of peds and a lot of chronic certain type of condition, you fill out that and print up that page that has the date, the ICD-10 codes, the CPT codes, like all that stuff is blank. And then you have like additional codes for the CPT, but you have your regular like 45-minute new patient, 45-minute established patient, 60-minute, plus time, anything like that. And then at the bottom, I have any notes, any payments, just in case they're not just on insurance, that they have copays, deductible, all that stuff. I don't know if I had deductible, but I had that. And I also had for people the insurance page itself. When they first see them, they fill out insurance information. You always want to get a picture, because I would have copies or pictures, or the people would throw away everything, and I would get their insurance number. And then people are telling me I have to send their insurance number. Like, that's locked in my office. I failed to scan everything and put it on the cloud for my electronic health records, so I'm screwed on some of my billing stuff. But they want an insurance card, and I was like, I hope they don't think that I'm fraudulently working with these people. I spent like 3 hours with someone that refused to go to the emergency room with this illness. I didn't get paid a penny. So if anything, I'm not being fraudulent. I'm hustling, and my care is to take care of the people, and then because I don't take care of myself, I end up neglecting what benefits me, and I push all that energy to what benefits the rest of the world. So here's some Under Armour. I don't know if these are men or women. These are large, so they'd be too small for me. I don't know if these are men's or women's. These aren't even new. They look kind of new. I'm scared. So you have to be careful when you get clothes. This might be women's because they have that kind of panty thing inside. I don't know if men's. They could be swim trunks. I gotta ask my boyfriend if men's have that panty thing inside or not. These are, oh my god. Why did I have to gain all this weight? These are size 8 Talbots. This one really smells like detergent. There, I gotta put this stuff back. Something's telling me to wash that red shirt. I can't breathe with all this perfume smell. If you take a chance when you get something used that it's gonna smell. I'm gonna tell my kid that it has the detergent. So I gotta do the unboxing of the other box tomorrow, and I'm gonna do a game. I'm gonna do 2 games with you guys. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Goodwill Bluebox online. So some of this stuff will say that it's like kind of the bottom of the barrel. I can hear somebody under me, so it's weirding me out. As I live in a shared. What is this? A size small too, or extra small? This is a size small. Something's telling me to wash this red one. What I'm gonna do, let me pull this back up. She's probably in class. You guys stop contacting your family members if they don't respond and you don't look at their schedule. Oh, this is not a dress.